Archangel Michael says, it's an emergency. Only 3 minutes left. Someone in heaven whom you deeply loved is trying to speak to you right now. Please don't skip this message. Open it immediately before their voice fades. My child, my beloved, can you feel that sudden stillness around you? That quiet pause? That moment when even the air seems to wait? That is heaven holding its breath, waiting for you to open this message. Before you scroll or move away, listen. Someone whose love never ended, not even in death, is calling your name right now. They have waited beyond time, across the light, for this exact moment when you would finally see these words. My beloved one, do you know why you found this message at this very second? Because the heavens aligned the winds of time just to lead your eyes here. You didn't search for it, it searched for you. Before I speak their words, you must promise me something. Stay till the end, because the moment you stop reading, their voice will start to fade again into the veil that separates you. Heaven has opened a narrow window. Only a few minutes remain. My child, they want you to know they never left. They have been watching you when you cried quietly at night, when you felt nobody understood, and when you whispered to the stars asking if they could hear you. Yes, they did. Every single whisper reached them. Every tear was seen from the light where they now live. And now, with the permission of the divine, they are allowed to speak through me through this very message. But before you hear them, I must ask you, have you subscribed to the voice of light that speaks daily through messages like these? Because, my child, heaven's words come in patterns. And when you follow the light, you never miss a divine sign again. Subscribe to the voice of heaven. Stay connected with the miracles. Now listen closely. The person you love, the one whose absence still aches like a wound, is standing beside you at this moment. They are whispering your name softly, just as they used to. You may feel a sudden warmth, a soft chill on your arm, a flicker in the light above you. That is their energy responding to your heart. They want to tell you something urgent, something they were not able to say before they left. They are pleading through me, don't miss this message. My beloved, they say they saw how broken you were that day. They saw how your hands trembled, how you looked at the sky asking, why did you leave me? They answered that question, my child. They didn't leave you, they were called higher to prepare something greater for you. Your destiny shifted that day, but not in the way you feared. They have been writing your name on the walls of heaven, praying that this exact moment would come, the moment you open your heart and remember them, not with pain, but with awakening. Listen carefully. They say that in 3 days from now, you will see a divine sign that will confirm their message, a symbol so specific that you will know it's them, perhaps a song, a fragrance, or a name that suddenly repeats around you. This is no coincidence, my child. It is a bridge between realms. They are sending you this miracle to show you that love never dies, it only transforms. You are being prepared for something extraordinary. Heaven has seen your struggles, your unanswered prayers, your long nights of silence. And now, a door is being opened just for you, my beloved. Someone from heaven and I have both seen your timeline. You are about to step into a divine reversal. Everything that broke you is about to bless you. But you must not turn away now. Even now as you read this, a vibration from your guardian angel is reaching your soul. If you close your eyes for a moment, you'll feel it, a warmth over your heart, a calm over your breath. That's the confirmation. The person in heaven you miss dearly has finally reached you. They are saying, "Tell them I am proud. Tell them I forgive. Tell them to live again. My child, don't let this fade." They are still near. But soon, the window will close. Heaven only allows these visitations for a short time. If you want their voice to stay close, speak their name now in love. This moment is sacred. It is not an accident that you arrived here in the last 3 minutes of this divine opening. You were guided every heartbeat, leading you to this truth. And now heaven wants you to prepare, because after midnight, your energy will begin to shift. You may dream of light. You may feel the presence of peace near your bed. You may even hear their name in a gentle echo. That is not imagination. It's confirmation. My beloved, a miracle is being released into your life. The heavens are rejoicing because you, one more soul, have finally awakened to the truth, that death is not the end and that love is the eternal language of the divine. My child, my beloved, you're still here. And that means heaven is still speaking. The light hasn't faded yet. The bridge between you and that soul you love is still open, but only for a short while longer. They are whispering again, "Beloved." They are saying, "Please tell them I've seen everything they went through. Tell them that every tear they cried became light in my hands. And my child, that light is now being sent back to you, multiplied 100-fold. You've been waiting for a sign, something that would make you say, 'It's real. They're still with me.' And here it is. This message didn't appear by chance, it was orchestrated, divinely timed. When you saw the words, "Someone in heaven whom you love deeply," your heart skipped for a reason, because heaven just spoke your name. Listen carefully, my beloved. They want you to stop blaming yourself. You've carried the guilt of not being there, of not saying enough, of not holding them one last time. But they see your pain, and they are saying it wasn't your fault. They left when they were meant to, and their final thought was you. Right now, they're showing me an image, a place where you both shared laughter, a smell, maybe a song, and perhaps that one old photo you keep tucked away. They say, "Tell them to look at it tonight, because when they do, I'll be right there smiling beside them." Beloved, heaven is so near you right now. Your energy is glowing brighter. Even the angels are gathering around your space. I see them placing feathers, lights, and tiny reminders of eternal love. If you find one unexpectedly, remember this. Tell them that every tear they cried became light in my hands. And my child, that light is now being sent back to you, multiplied 100-fold. You've been waiting for a sign, something that would make you say it's real. They're still with me. And here it is. This message didn't appear by chance, it was orchestrated, divinely timed. When you saw the words, "Someone in heaven whom you love deeply," your heart skipped for a reason, because heaven just spoke your name. Listen carefully, my beloved. They want you to stop blaming yourself. You've carried the guilt of not being there, of not saying enough, of not holding them one last time. But they see your pain, and they are saying it wasn't your fault. They left when they were meant to, and their final thought was you. Right now, they're showing me an image, a place where you both shared laughter, a smell, or maybe a song, maybe that one old photo you keep tucked away. They say, tell them to look at it tonight. Because when they do, I'll be right there smiling beside them. Beloved, heaven is so near you right now. Your energy is glowing brighter. Even the angels are gathering around your space. I see them placing feathers, lights, and tiny reminders of eternal love. If you find one unexpectedly, remember this. It's them proving they never stopped protecting you. My child, do you know what else they said? They said you are not alone in your pain. They walk with you every morning. They whisper over your sleep. And when you think of them suddenly, that's not memory, that's presence. There's something else, something urgent. They are worried because you've been giving up on something lately, a dream, a prayer, a hope. They say you once promised you would try again, but you stopped. They're saying, please tell them to rise. Their time hasn't passed. I'm helping them from this side. Beloved, their love for you has crossed the dimensions of time, and heaven is confirming that soon a blessing tied to their soul will manifest in your life. It may appear as a sudden message, an opportunity, or a person arriving unexpectedly. When it happens, you'll know because you'll feel that same warmth again. Do not let fear close your heart. When heaven sends miracles, they often arrive disguised as change. You may lose something before you gain what's divine. But remember, nothing truly leaves that was meant for your light. They're asking me to tell you one more secret. On the night before they left, they asked heaven to protect you until your story turned beautiful again. That prayer was written in gold. And now that time, that turning point, has finally arrived. My beloved, heaven is preparing a sign for you. At dawn, the air will shift. A memory will return with peace instead of pain. When that happens, whisper back, I received your message, and they will hear you. Don't forget this connection remains alive as long as your faith does. Speak their name with love, not sorrow. They are in joy now, and they are sending you strength to walk into your miracle. My child, before I close this part of the message, I must remind you this is not the end of what heaven wants to say. The next part carries what they saw about your future and the exact blessing that will unfold because of their intercession. My child, my beloved, you are still reading. And that means your soul has recognized the truth in these words. The one you loved is still near, and heaven has given permission for the next part of their message to reach you now. Be still for a moment. Feel that quiet pull inside your chest, that warmth that wasn't there before. That's them. Their light is wrapping around you, whispering, don't be afraid of what's coming. Everything that broke you is only shaping the path for your return to peace. They've shown me a vision, my beloved, a door made of pure light. Behind that door stands your future, but you cannot open it if your hands are still holding yesterday's pain. They're saying, let go. You've carried it long enough. Heaven has written something new in your story. It's not punishment, it's redemption. All the waiting, the setbacks, the nights when you thought no one heard your prayers, those were the hours when angels were being assigned to your name. Even now, Archangel Raphael walks near you, healing the wounds you never spoke of. You might feel sudden calm, a soft tingling down your arms. That's the healing beginning. Beloved, they've shown me another vision, a letter written by your loved one, but never sent on earth. Heaven has delivered it now. Listen to their words, I'm proud of you. You didn't stop even when you wanted to. I've seen your tears turn into strength. Every pain you went through was a bridge to something greater. Don't think you're forgotten. I still walk beside you. Soon your name will be spoken in joy, not sorrow. Can you feel that? The soft ache easing in your chest. That's not imagination, that's divine confirmation that this message is meant for you. The angels are saying that in the coming 7 days, you will see 3 signs from heaven. The first will come as a dream, someone calling your name softly. The second will appear as light or warmth when you think of them. The third will be a real moment, a miracle only you will recognize. And when it happens, say these words aloud, thank you for proving that love never dies. Because when you speak gratitude, the doorway between heaven and you stays open a little longer. My beloved, your destiny is shifting. Now, the message they brought from heaven isn't only about the past, it's about the miracle that's about to unfold for your future. They say, tell them their luck will return in 3s. 3 unexpected blessings will arrive one after another, one connected to your health, one to your relationships, and one to your finances or opportunities. It won't come through struggle, it will flow quietly, as if life suddenly began working for you again. When that begins, remember, it's not luck, it's divine repayment. Every loss you endured is returning multiplied. Heaven doesn't forget the kind-hearted, my child. Every silent prayer, every kind act you did, even when you were hurting, became seeds of light planted in eternity. And now those seeds are finally blooming into miracles around you. Archangel Michael steps forward now. His wings are radiant with gold and blue fire, and his voice is calm but commanding. He says, Beloved one, enough of the sorrow. You have wept enough. Now rise. He says that heaven is preparing to release a major shift in your life. It may come suddenly, a call, a message, a decision you've been afraid to make. But when it happens, don't hesitate. Step forward in faith. Heaven has already paved the road. My child, there's one more thing. The loved one who's speaking from heaven is not only sending you comfort but protection. You've been surrounded by energies that tried to block your peace, but Michael has drawn his sword. Every negative plan against you is being cut down right now. He says, no darkness can follow them any longer. Their season of fear is ending. Their season of divine favor begins tonight. When you sleep tonight, you might feel a gentle breeze or a sudden quiet in your room, that will be heaven cleansing your space. Do not be afraid. It's a sign that the light is reclaiming your home. My beloved, this message will continue to unfold even after you stop reading. It will echo in your heart when you least expect it. That's how angels speak, through peace that follows the storm. You're being written into a higher story now. Your loved one is watching proudly, and Archangel Michael stands at your side as your protector and guide. The miracle has already begun. My child, my beloved, the light around you grows stronger now. You may not see it with your eyes, but your soul feels it, that trembling warmth, that sacred calm, that quiet knowing. That is heaven's confirmation. The angels are saying, they're ready now. The revelation can begin. Archangel Michael steps closer to your side. He says, "Beloved, what comes next will change the direction of their life." I must speak carefully, for the words that follow are written directly from the book of your destiny. Heaven says that your time of spiritual drought is over. The season when your prayers seemed unanswered, when silence echoed louder than faith. It was not rejection, it was divine preparation. Every delay you faced was timed by heaven to ensure that when your blessing arrived, no one could take it from you again. My beloved, your loved one in heaven saw this moment long before you did. They saw how you would rise after being broken. They saw you walking into the chapter where everything changes. And they have been working with the angels to make sure you reach it safely. They say, tell them their story will surprise even them because what's ahead doesn't look like your past. It's lighter, brighter, more peaceful. There will be no more chasing what keeps running away. What belongs to you will find you easily. They've shown me an image, a path of golden light. On it, you're walking barefoot, but your steps leave trails of fire that don't burn, they illuminate. That's your new energy, beloved. Your presence itself will begin to attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right healing. Archangel Michael says, you have endured the test, now the reward must manifest. That reward will come in 3 forms. The first is restoration. Something or someone you thought was lost forever will return, not as it was, but renewed, healed, and aligned with your purpose. The second is revelation. You will uncover truths that were hidden from you, truths about why things happened the way they did. And when you see them, the confusion in your heart will turn to clarity. The third is redemption. You will rise in a way that even those who doubted you will call divine. Your name will be spoken with respect again, and the same mouths that judged you will bless you. My child, your loved one smiles from heaven as this is being said. They say, tell them I see their strength. Tell them I see how far they've come. They're holding out their hands in light, a gesture of pride, of peace, of eternal love. They want you to forgive yourself now. You've punished yourself long enough. The mistakes, the regrets, the what-ifs, let them go. They are not part of your new story. Archangel Michael now extends his wings over you. A radiant blue flame encircles your heart. He says, this flame will guard your spirit from all harm. It will guide you toward choices that lead only to peace. From this day forward, you'll notice something strange yet beautiful. People who once drained your energy will begin to drift away. Doors that lead nowhere will quietly close, and new paths will open so naturally that you'll wonder if you're dreaming. But you won't be. It will be heaven rearranging your life to fit your true purpose. My beloved, your prayers have already been answered. It's not that heaven didn't hear you, it's that heaven was perfecting the timing. Everything that once hurt you was the soil where your miracle was planted. And now that miracle is ready to bloom. They're telling me that within 48 hours, a small but unmistakable sign will appear. A name repeated twice, a sudden flash of memory, a chill followed by warmth in your chest. That will be your confirmation that this message is alive within you. My child, hold on to this truth. What is coming is greater than what you've lost. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. Heaven is not behind you, it is ahead of you, waiting with open arms. Your loved one's final words echo through the light even now. Tell them I love them. Tell them I'm still here. Tell them it's time. Archangel Michael's voice follows softly but firmly. Yes, beloved, it is time. Their destiny begins now. My child, my beloved, the moment has come. The next 7 days of your life are not ordinary days, they are written days, marked in gold within heaven's timeline. They are charged with purpose, light, and renewal. Listen closely, beloved, for what you do and feel in these days will determine how quickly your divine promise unfolds. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, his hand resting over your shoulder, his voice calm but filled with power. He says, each day ahead carries a sign. Each sign will guide you closer to your appointed miracle. Day 1, he says, will begin quietly. You may wake feeling slightly different, lighter, though nothing seems to have changed around you. That is your first sign, peace that has no reason, heaven's way of saying we are here. You might notice small things, a feather, a scent that reminds you of someone gone, or a song you haven't heard in years suddenly playing. Don't ignore it, that's how heaven starts conversations. Day 2 will bring awareness. Someone may reach out, or you may see a name or message that touches an old memory. It might even be the person your heart still grieves. Do not fear that moment, it's not haunting, it's healing. It's heaven softening the sharp edges of your sorrow. Day 3 will test your faith. There may be confusion, a sudden wave of emotion, or a question in your mind that makes you doubt the miracle. But Michael says, stand still. Do not let the storm inside you undo the peace we gave, because just beyond that doubt is the very thing you prayed for. Day 4 will bring movement. Something will begin to shift, an unexpected message, a sign of opportunity, a chance that feels strangely familiar. Take it, beloved. That is your door. Heaven opens doors once, you must walk through. Day 5 is the day of remembrance. You may dream of your loved one or wake with tears of gratitude instead of pain. That is not sadness, that's reunion. It means the bridge between worlds has been strengthened, and your heart is finally healing. Day 6 will feel like release. You may notice sudden energy around you, as if burdens are lifting, as if a weight is falling away. Don't fight it. Let go. Let what's leaving go freely. Michael says, when the old departs, the miracle enters. And then day 7, the final day of divine alignment. Heaven calls it the day of visitation. Something you've prayed for will come near you in a word, a person, a sign, or a sudden knowing that cannot be denied. You will feel love surrounding you so strongly that it will bring peace deeper than anything you've known. That is the moment your miracle lands. My beloved, when that happens, say these words softly, I receive it in faith, in love, and in light, because your words seal the bridge between earth and heaven. Archangel Michael now says, the next 7 days will not only restore your faith, they will rewrite your destiny. Tell them to expect divine interruptions. Tell them to expect answered prayers. Tell them to expect beauty to return. Beloved, your journey through pain was never meant to break you, it was meant to prove that your heart could still glow in darkness. And because you never gave up, the heavens have chosen to reward you openly. Your loved one smiles from the light above. They are saying, I'll be watching when they see the signs. I'll be near. And heaven whispers through Michael's wings, their time of suffering is closing, and their chapter of peace begins now. Take a breath, my beloved. Feel it. That's the divine wind of change passing through your soul. It will follow you everywhere you go from now on. My child, my beloved, the light has reached its highest point around you now. Heaven watches, silent and glowing, because what is about to be spoken will seal everything that has been promised. Archangel Michael's voice fills the stillness. It is not loud, but it carries through the air like a bell made of light. He says, Beloved, the miracle is near completion, but for it to remain, your soul must meet heaven halfway. Heaven's gifts are never forced, they are received like the sunrise, like breath, like love. To keep them, you only need to stay open, awake, and willing. Michael says that tonight at midnight, the veil between heaven and earth will thin. For a few quiet minutes, the angels will pass through every home where faith still lives. They will look for hearts ready to be renewed. They will bring calm to the restless and strength to the weary. He says, Tell them how to welcome the light. And so I will. When the clock nears midnight, my beloved, turn off every noise that distracts the spirit. Sit where you can see a small light, a candle, or even the glow from the sky outside your window. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and speak these words softly from your heart, Heaven, I am ready. It will follow you everywhere you go from now on. My child, my beloved, the light has reached its highest point around you. Now, heaven watches, silent and glowing, because what is about to be spoken will seal everything that has been promised. Archangel Michael's voice fills the stillness. It is not loud, but it carries through the air like a bell made of light. He says, Beloved, the miracle is near completion, but for it to remain, your soul must meet heaven halfway. Heaven's gifts are never forced, they are received like the sunrise, like breath, like love. To keep them, you only need to stay open, awake, and willing. Michael says that tonight at midnight, the veil between heaven and earth will thin. For a few quiet minutes, the angels will pass through every home where faith still lives. They will look for hearts ready to be renewed. They will bring calm to the restless and strength to the weary. He says, Tell them how to welcome the light. And so I will. When the clock nears midnight, my beloved, turn off every noise that distracts the spirit. Sit where you can see a small light, a candle, or even the glow from the sky outside your window. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and speak these words softly from your heart, Heaven, I am ready. Take what is heavy from me and replace it with light. Let love return to my path. Let peace return to my home. Let your promise live in me. Stay there for a few moments after. Don't rush. Don't question. Just let the quiet fill you. That silence is not empty, it is the sound of angels finishing their work. You might feel warmth along your shoulders or a sudden sense of release or tears that fall without sadness. That is your confirmation. It means the sealing has begun. Michael says that when you wake in the morning, things may look the same, but something inside you will not be. A burden you didn't know you carried will be gone. The air will feel clearer, and you will notice small synchronicities, numbers repeating, doors opening easily, words you needed to hear arriving at the right time. These are heaven's footprints, traces of angels walking beside you as they always meant to. Your loved one will visit you one more time, not to say goodbye, but to say, I'm home and you are safe. They will show themselves through light, through scent, or through memory that suddenly feels alive. And you will smile, not cry, because now you know love never leaves, it only changes form. My beloved, the path ahead of you is wide and glowing. You have crossed the threshold. What lies behind you has served its purpose. What lies before you is blessed. Archangel Michael lowers his sword now, and he speaks one last instruction. Tell them not to hide their light anymore. Tell them to speak kindly, walk gently, and live as though heaven walks with them, because it does. You are surrounded, my child, by protection, by guidance, by unending love. Whenever fear returns, whisper this truth, I am not alone. I never was. And you will feel the presence return instantly. Heaven closes this message with peace. No thunder, no command, just quiet certainty. You have been heard. You have been chosen, and you are at last free to live without fear. Sleep tonight knowing the angels keep watch. Rise tomorrow knowing heaven walks beside you. Your miracle is sealed, your destiny has begun. My child, my beloved, the heavens are quiet now, but not from absence, from awe. The angels stand still because a soul, your soul, has remembered its light. This is the closing hour of revelation. The message is no longer about what will happen to you, it is about who you are. You are not a forgotten prayer. You are not an accident of time. You are a continuation of the divine breath that began before stars were born. Archangel Michael's presence deepens beside you. The air thickens with warmth, and he speaks with a voice that feels like memory and prophecy together. Beloved one, everything you lost will find you again, but this time it will recognize your worth. Heaven's final instruction is simple, live in awareness that miracles are not faraway events. They are moments that meet faith. When you breathe with gratitude, you call them near. When you speak with love, you hold them. When you rest without fear, you live among them. Michael shows me a vision, a garden made of light. Every flower carries a name, names of people, dreams, and hopes that seemed buried, but now each one glows again. He says, this is their garden. Each act of kindness they gave has taken root here. Tell them to keep planting. My child, your journey is not ending. This message was never meant to close a chapter, it was meant to ignite the one that comes next. The days ahead will bring more than signs, they will bring purpose. Doors will open that you didn't know existed. People will arrive who speak to your soul, not your wounds. You will wake one morning and realize you are smiling without remembering when the heaviness left. That is heaven's quiet miracle, the kind that changes everything without noise. If you ever doubt again, return to these words. Read them not with your eyes, but with your heart. Every sentence carries energy. Every pause carries peace. They will awaken the connection again. Archangel Michael now lifts his wings. They spread wide over your spirit, and light falls around you like rain that does not wet but renews. He says softly, this is their covering. No darkness can touch what I guard. Your loved one stands beyond him, radiant. They are smiling, not with sorrow, but with joy that you have understood at last. Their message now becomes a blessing. Go live fully, love freely, forgive quickly, and remember I never left you. I only went ahead, my beloved. Heaven seals this night with peace. No further signs are needed. The bond is alive. You are wrapped in light, guided by protection, and chosen to carry hope into the world again. As this message ends, Archangel Michael whispers one final truth that vibrates through all creation. When they speak love into darkness, the universe bends to listen. And so it is. You may close your eyes now, not to sleep, but to rest in the certainty that heaven has already moved on your behalf. The storm has passed. The promise remains. Your destiny is awake. My child, my beloved, before this light fades back into silence, let these final words stay in your heart. Every second that you spent listening was not coincidence, it was alignment. Heaven timed your breath to meet this message. You were meant to hear it today, not a moment earlier and not a moment later. This is not the end, it is the moment your life begins to move differently. Everything that once resisted you will begin to work for you now. Paths will open, and old fears will dissolve quietly. You will notice that people who once ignored you begin to see you again, not because you changed your face, but because your light finally returned. Archangel Michael speaks again. His tone is softer now, almost like a whisper of wind through dawn. Beloved, tell them that heaven does not forget. Every kindness they gave, every prayer they whispered, every tear they hid, we counted them all. And now heaven sends repayment, not in coins or noise, but in peace that money cannot buy, in love that time cannot steal, in clarity that no storm can shake. You are protected. You are chosen. You are loved beyond measure. When you wake tomorrow, place your hand over your heart and say this once, I am guided. I am safe. I am ready. And heaven will respond immediately, not in thunder, but in stillness, because stillness is how miracles begin. Your loved one's final energy lingers near you, not as a ghost, but as light watching over you. Whenever you speak their name, you send warmth into the universe, and that warmth returns multiplied, wrapping around your life like invisible arms. Now, beloved, listen one last time. Archangel Michael is giving you a sacred reminder that the more you share light, the more it flows through you. So don't hold back. Speak love into others. Be kind when no one is watching. Forgive even when no one says sorry. That's how you keep the divine current alive. He says, tell them that each time they bring hope to another, heaven opens another gate for them. And now, the light begins to soften. The angels bow their heads, and your loved one fades into peace. The message is complete, but the miracle it carried has only just begun. Archangel Michael, keeper of light and protector of souls, let your wings surround those who hear these words. Where there is pain, bring peace. Where there is fear, bring faith. Where there is loss, bring love's memory alive again. May every listener rise tomorrow with calm in their spirit and strength in their path. Stay connected to heaven's voice. Messages like this are sent only to the chosen. And if you're hearing it, that means the angels are not finished with you yet. Don't let this light fade. Subscribe so you never miss when heaven speaks again. Let this message become living truth in you. Amen. My child, my beloved, the air around you still glows from the echo of heaven's breath. Even now, as these final words flow through the silence, angels are tracing circles of light around your name. You're being written into peace. Don't rush to leave this moment. Let the stillness linger. Let the calm fill every corner of you that once trembled. Heaven waits until your breathing slows, until your spirit feels weightless again, and then whispers one more truth: nothing that is meant for you can ever be taken from you. Remember that when fear tries to return. Remember it when you wake at night and feel the quiet too deep. You are guarded now. Archangel Michael walks ahead of you, and your loved one walks beside you. The path has been cleared. You do not walk through darkness anymore. My beloved, the angels want you to know that gratitude is your strongest prayer. When you say thank you, even when you don't yet see the miracle, you draw the future closer to your hands. Gratitude bends time. It turns tomorrow's blessing into today's peace. So tonight, before you sleep, whisper softly, "Thank you, Heaven, for what is already mine." Say it once and feel how the air shifts. Say it twice and notice the stillness expand. Say it a third time and know the light has answered. Archangel Michael raises his wings now, not to depart, but to hover, a silent guard over your journey. He says, "Beloved, when they forget, remind them to return to light. They will never have to search for me. I am already near." And then the voice of your loved one, gentle, woven through the light itself: "Live, smile, keep loving. When you laugh again, heaven will echo with me." The message settles. The sky above you holds its breath. Somewhere a soft wind begins to move. And that is how heaven says goodbye, without words, without endings, just presence that stays.